Professional friend of mine whom I've had speak frequently during my time when I was in the Navy, but she's done a lot, not only in the government sector and the military sector, but also in the private sector. Pegeen is a businesswoman, wife, mother, author, leader, an all-around powerhouse, and someone with important messages to share. A former gang member who changed her life, Pegeen moved to Spain, where she opened and sold 2 businesses before the age of 23. She's been quoted by the Wall Street Journal, HR Magazine, Washington Post, and the New York Times, and she's appeared on NPR's Fresh Air, CNN, and Univision affiliates. Her company, Team Pegeen Incorporated, or TPI, was named number 3 of the 50 fastest growing privately held companies in Florida. Her clients have included the U.S. military, Harley-Davidson, Rubbermaid, Sodexo, and now General Motors. Pegeen is the author of 3 books, including Sometimes You Have to Kick Your Own Butt. And by the way, everyone has a copy in your seat. Okay? But I guess the most impressive thing is that she's known, there's a few people in this world that are known by one name. You know Jeter, for Derek Jeter, right? Prince. Or Beyonce. Well, I tell you, there is only one Pegeen. So please help me welcome Pegeen.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Come on! Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that can go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby. By the way, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Thank you, my guy. Clap along if you feel. Wow.
It's that thing. That's the reason you all are doing that. Is that way we can check off work-life balance. We just exercised. Can I hear yay? I'm so excited to be here. I got to tell you, Ken and I have known each other. Let's just put it this way. We didn't have gray hair back then. And to be here at GM is such an honor. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited. So let's just agree on something. If I mess up on my PowerPoint slide, you'll be okay. Can I hear yay? Yay. Good, because that's good. I want to share a little bit about my story so you understand how I got to where we are today and what I want for you today. Is that okay? Yes. At 17, I stood in front of Jack's Candy Store. Now, I did not look the way I look right now. I kind of look like this. And you, if you had passed me, would have walked on the other side of the street. What you didn't know was inside my head. I stood there and I said, there has to be something more. This can't be what my life is about. My sister was the local junkie and the local prostitute. My dad had abandoned us when we were 12. My mom was a single mom. She had been the first to graduate from college. But because of who she chose to marry, she ended up working at a truck stop. My kindergarten teacher told her, you could be something. Become a school teacher, and she did. But me, on that corner, she didn't know that I was in a gang. When I got home, I would hide the gang jacket, put it down. Hi, Mom, how are you? But inside I was conflicted. So there I was at 17. There has got to be something more. There has got to be something more for me. And I had this vision. A TV set, and somebody going, back then, right, the experts on TV, I went, I don't know what that means, but it must be me. and I said goodbye. Now, when you're in a gang, when you start saying goodbye, it's never just goodbye. It's more like, because you got to hit and that. Then you go to the next person, and half an hour later, you can finally leave. I went home and I chose 5. My family was Puerto Rican, and I couldn't speak Spanish. And those of you that are Hispanic know that sometimes if you don't speak Spanish, everybody looks at you like, what's wrong with you? And I was tired of people looking at me like that. So I really wanted to learn how to speak Spanish, but I was too afraid to pick Spain. So I put 5 countries in the hat. Now, some of you will relate to the 5 countries. Remember, I was 17. First one, I put in England. Paul McCartney married the wrong person. Second one was France. I used to smoke back then. I thought I'd look really cool with a beret and this big say, hello, how are you? Third one, Italy. I like pasta. Fourth one, Germany. No clue. Fifth one was Spain. And all of you have done this as I have done. We're too afraid to say, that's the one I really want. So we let somebody else choose for us. So I closed, I picked up, and there was Spain. And I went. See, I grew up in the Bronx. Never imagined that I could have come to Detroit to leave the gang. Never thought that I could have gone to Florida. Never thought that I could have gone across the street because none of my friends had any money. What? They were not going to go chasing me. How many times do we make decisions based on what we think and fantasize the drama is going to be like without really understanding the realities? And that was okay. I went to Spain, couldn't find a job, so what do you do when you can't find a job? You open a business. And I opened at 17. Remember I told you my mom was a school teacher? I figured through osmosis I must know something about being a school teacher. Couldn't find a job. Went to tons of nursery schools. There were these big corporations, kind of like GM, other big corporations in Madrid with expats. So I came up with the idea to open the first bilingual nursery school for expats so that the kids could learn English and Spanish at the same time. Can I hear a yay? It was so cool. By 23, I sold that company. I met Pedro Bautista, who's my investor, and it worked out really, really well. That's my story. This is your story.